everybody, Cynthia here. So I'm back to share my personal Cricut challenge number 113, which is due this Sunday, January 15th. I got it done a little early. And we were to do an altered ribbon spool, like one of these. Once, you know, we finished our ribbon spool, we were to alter one of these up. And I did this size exactly. And we were to do it in a winter theme or a vintage theme, and so I decided to use the vintage Amour stack from the Paper Studio. And this is kind of like a Valentine love paper. And we needed to make one image for our ribbon spool. So this is how mine turned out, so I'll show you in a second. But just to let you know, I used the Cricut cartridge Simply Sweet, and on page 72 I used the Love Sentiment. And let me flip this around. It might come back. See if I can get a white sheet of cardstock for here, so this shows up a little nicer. Here's a piece of paper. There we go. So here's my Love Sentiment. Okay, and I'm just gonna kind of turn it for you so you can see the back. I glittered the back up as well, and I just cut that out of cardstock and I stuck it in this wire here. I'm going to show you how to make this wire so that you can put images in yours if you're going to alter these ribbon spools. But this is what the top looks like. I just layered in a bunch of different flowers. I used some white gesso on the top. And then these are the flowers I used. And I just gessoed them all up with white gesso, kind of lighten them up because they were really bright pink. And then I also used some of the Studio G clear glitter glue all over it. I layered in some of this lace that I actually wound around the spool. I layered in here. I put some of these metal flowers in that I got from my bestie Misha. And then I also have some pearl strands. I just kind of layered those in. Some aqua colored flowers, because here's the paper. You can see it's kind of like a teal aqua with pink. You can probably see it better on the bottom. It's really, really pretty. And then I had these little drawer pulls, wooden ones. You can see the shape of them. I used them on the bottom for feet. And then I wound around my lace and used a little safety pin to keep it closed. And that's how it went from this to this. So it's just a cute, fun way to share ribbon or lace with a friend. Don't throw these out. You know, you can upcycle them and then send it in a care package. But I'm going to show you really quick how I made this wire here so that you can add images or anything you'd like to your ribbon spool. So let me grab my wire really quick. I thought I had it at my desk, but I didn't. Now, I can't tell you what gauge I used because I've had this wire in my stash for quite a while, but it's very heavy and thick gauged wire. And basically what I did was I took my, I think these are round-nosed, needle-nosed pliers, and put it in the middle, and I made one loop. Okay, you see that loop? Then I took it out, put it in again. I'm going to make another loop, but when I make it, I'm going to go right next to the first loop I made. Okay, so you're kind of like winding it right next to each other. You see how I have those two loops there? One on top of the other. Okay, and then I'm going to see what kind of height I want when I put this in. I'm going to take my cutters and just hopefully, trim that off. Okay, now I don't want it to sit like that, so I basically put my wire back in, and then I'm going to bend this piece back. So this is a straight up loop. So now you have 2 loops, one right next to one another. If they're a little tight, you might have to, you know, stick something in there till it's close. But now you have 2 wire pieces where you can stick something in it and then add it to your project. You know, you can just poke it in there and then hot glue it. See what I mean? And this, you may want to take your pliers when you're done adding your image and crimp them closed. So this is nice and tight and won't come out. Okay? But that's how I made that for this, and it won't come out. It's all glued in there. And added the love sentiment. So if you guys have any questions, just let me know. Thank you so much for watching. You take care. Have a great day.